What's up, everybody? We alive. Another day above soil. Yeah. So, it has been brought to my attention that the host of Jeopardy had passed away. Alex Trebek, one of the greatest television hosts in the history of television, had passed away sometime last week. May he rest in peace. I remember being over at my grandmother's house, even being at my parents' home. And we would kick back, relax, and we would watch Jeopardy as a family. There were days where I wanted to be on Jeopardy, the kids' version. And they would have middle schoolers, high schoolers, people with a lot of knowledge up here. They would go on Jeopardy, they would put on their Sunday best, and they would put on a performance. I wanted to do that one day. I surely did. I wanted to get up there, shake Alex Trebek's hand, be like, "Good morning, sir," or "Good evening. My name is Drew Spriggs. It is a pleasure to meet you." He was a fantabulous human being. Now, another thing that has been brought to my attention was how a lot of news articles are saying, who is going to replace Alex Trebek? Replace. Recently, I went to Goodyear to get my car inspected. It needed new brakes, so they replaced the brakes. About a few months before that, my tires was almost bald, so they replaced the tires. The battery in my Fire Stick remote died, so I needed to replace the battery. There's some paint I have. Like, this green thing of paint is almost gone. So what do? I replace the paint. You notice how a lot of things that I have talked about were not people. You could change a tire. You can replace the tire. You can replace the battery. You can replace pieces of newspaper. You can replace paint. But can somebody please explain to me how you can replace a human being? Once you commit an action, an inaction, once you say words, or once you don't say a word, those actions will affect the community that you live in. Ain't nothing gonna replace that. You could say, oh, let's replace the host of Jeopardy. Somebody who's been there for 30 plus years. How are you going to replace that? And this goes back to the environment. Go ahead, cut the trees down. Go to the Amazon rainforest. You could go ahead and cut the trees down. Oh, but are you going to replace those? Are you going to replace the home that's been gutted from animals? Are you going to replace a sense of oxygen for the humans? How about water? Are you going to replace what is cleaning the water? Human lives cannot be replaced. I could even argue that an animal life can't be replaced. We were not put on this earth to just live and die. We're here for a specific reason. We may not know what that reason is right off the bat, but trust and believe there is a reason for why we're here. And for somebody to say that we can be replaced after all the work that we done did, after all of the lives that we have affected in a positive or even a negative light, how is that going to replace a life? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. But if you work really hard at something, you spent tireless amounts of nights working on something, you did projects to promote certain things, and you put your mind to things and you put your grind to things, only for someone to say, okay, so we're going to replace you. How do you think that feels? That ain't right, man. It's just not right. And then you got some people wondering why people may feel so miserable about their lives. They wake up not feeling like they're valued. And unfortunately, you got some people who feel so low and so deep that they end up killing themselves because they don't feel like they're valued. This is exactly what I'm trying to aim at. You could go ahead and say, oh, we're going to replace this guy and hire somebody new. What kind of perception do you think that sets? You are worth it. Everybody else is worth it. Make a positive impact. There's a lot of things within our society that discriminate. Death doesn't discriminate. Thank y'all for watching. Until next time, I'll see y'all later. I'm out.